the hell's going on? Ricky, someone's taking over the trailer park. Some beach guy. Oh, crap. This is no good, man. I thought this was our place. He's dressed funny. Get out of the way, guys. I need a new place to crash. Beach bunker's got a little crowded. Hope you don't mind if I stay a while. I only drink a little bit. Got Doritos over here? Oh, my God. Good morning. Yes, as you can tell, we have got some new digs at the Beach Bunker Beach House. Things have changed. There have been some dramatic changes. These are cutbacks. What can I say? They're cutbacks, and nobody is excited about it, but it's how it goes. 2025. We've moved from the Beach Bunker to the, of course, April Fools. It's April Fool's Day. Happy April Fool's Day. That's about as good as it's going to get. Thank you. Welcome to the show. No, we're not in the trailer park. That will come later. Happy April Fool's Day. That's as good as it gets. I was reading something as we were getting ready to start the show, and trust is already at an all-time low. Trust is already at an all-time low about information and communications. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm going to try and keep it as genuine as I can today. Welcome to the show about food, fun places, in the mayhem of life. I'm Tyler Glenn, and this is the Beach Bunker, not the trailer. This was my plans for the on location broadcast today in an alternative universe. I like the Mexican blankets. The Mexican blankets are up on the windows there. It's kind of nice. So anyway, no, that's about as April Fools as I'm going to get. Good to see you. Welcome to the show about food, fun places, in the mayhem of life for a April 1st, April Fool's Day. Don't get fooled. Did you ever get fooled, though? We want to know on the Facebook page this morning. Did anybody ever pull the wool over your eyes? Did you ever get it good? It's okay. We won't make fun of you. We want to hear those stories this morning on this April Fool's Day. Also, welcome to Westman. It's Winter Fair Week locally, and that means we got a lot of tourists in the area, especially from the big city, from Winnipeg. They want to see cows. They want to see horses. They want to see animals. They want to see a fair, and that's why they're in town. And so we're kind of being invaded by tourists, which is always a fun thing. It's always exciting to have visitors with us, and Asking this morning, what's a tourist mistake you can help others avoid? What is a tourist mistake that you can help others avoid? That's coming up on the show today. Of course, we've got yesterday's good thing. We've got confirmation that Hooters is bankrupt. Yes, they have officially declared. We had told you about those rumors. It's official. Yeah, I'm just keeping you abreast of the situation, and they have lost support. Sagging support at Hooters. I'm sorry. And it is carbon tax-free day today. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Justin is gone. The carbon tax is gone. And that's not an April Fool's joke. So what's going to happen? What happens now? Well, gas prices are first in line to take a dive. Some are saying as much as like 18 to 20 cents per liter. Yeah, carbon tax doesn't hurt at all. That's going to save the average person $8 to $12 per tank of gas. So, congratulations, extra $10. Now, the question is, how fast is that going to happen? Do 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 do. It is going to take some time. Let's see who we've got to say good morning to in chat, and we can welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Happy April Fool's Day. Good to see you. It is Taste of Tuesday, yes, and it's all about popcorn today. I'm going to be on location with our friends at Co-ops of Westman today from noon till 1. I'm going to be at the top of the ramp with our friends at Co-ops of Westman. We are going to be giving away some samples of the new Co-op popcorn that we're going to be sampling actually today on the show, so there'll be lots of popcorn today. Lots of visiting going on. They are going to be there starting at 9 o'clock this morning. So see them at the top of the ramp starting at 9. They'll be there 9 till 4 today, actually. Pebbles and Road Reverend are in on Twitch this morning. Good morning. Happy April the 1st, along with Tracy Rogers in early this morning. Hi, Tracy. Good to see you. Zumba Bernice is here, too. Zill is here. Happy April 1st, Zill. Happy April Fool's Day. Good to see you. Janine is here this morning on Facebook to say good morning. Have a great day, but don't get fooled. Don't get fooled. Cindy is here to say good morning. Ron is here on X again this morning. KDD4380 is here to say good morning. Jody is here on Facebook. Old Chickie is here on Twitch. Janine had to come over early. Wi-Fi acting up on my Facebook. Oh, no, I hope Facebook is okay. Sometimes she likes to jilt and jigger. She likes to jilt and jigger a little bit on the Facebook. It's good that you can come over. No April fooling. No April fooling. Quentin is here on Twitch. Good morning. Derek, you like the Trailer Park Boys? Yeah. Folks south of the border may not get that reference. I hope you do. Great Canadian show. Probably one of my favorite Canadian TV shows, if not my favorite. The Trailer Park Boys. I had the chance to meet Randy and Mr. Leahy once upon a time. Mr. Leahy is he was in recovery. He passed away. But his act was, he drinks straight from the bottle. He just pour the 66 back and chug it like it was water. Well, and there was iced tea in there. And so it was, he told me, yeah, I drink a lot of iced tea on the show. Still, looks bad. Looks really bad. Very funny show. Dang Dog says, noise. Greg liked that too. Good morning, Greg, on Twitch. Loretta's here on Facebook. Good morning to you, Loretta. Happy April the 1st. Good old Sunnyvale. Good old Sunnyvale Trailer Park. Holy fuck, boys, says Dang Dog. Holy fuck. Quentin's trying to tell me that the camera's off. Hi, Quentin. Yes, nice try. Yeah, nice try, Zumba Bernice. Tracy can see, there's too many people. You can't. And you know what? It's not very nice because I can be known to have the occasional technical difficulty. Come on now. Be kind to me. Be kind. Now I know I can't trust Zumba Bernice or Quentin. They're the fitness duo. They're the incredible fitness duo. Karen Johnson, good morning. It's good to see you. Sagging support at Hooters? Yes, sagging support. Amy, who is in stateside, says ding-dongs in Washington State voted to keep the carbon tax at 15 cents per liter. Oh, man. Oh, KDD says gas is down already. Well, that is awesome. That is fantastic. Okay, I thought it would take them a little bit to bring the gas prices down. That is a good thing. That's fantastic. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I see around 118. 118, that's great. That is great. Okay, starting with some good news. Also, speaking of good news, maybe we could save this for yesterday's good thing. Speaking of fool's words, Richard says, good morning, Nick. Good morning. Dang Dong says, when I was younger, visiting my aunt and uncle, they put my bike up in a tree on April Fools. So that's a good one. Hi, Amanda Duchek. Dang Dong says, when Tyler takes his pants off, look out. Actually, I was out yesterday, and it was funny. Somebody asked me. So a complete stranger came up to me in a store and said, I'm surprised you have your pants on. And I said that to Trace. I got home, and I'm like, someone came up to me and said, so, you got your pants on today, hey? And I'm like, yeah, that's what happens when I leave the house. Till the snow is gone. Till the I catch the show and then walked away. And I'm just like, that's so cool and creepy at the same time. It's a lurker, somebody who's not confident enough to kind of, join the conversation, and that's okay. But walking up in a public place, so you got your, thank God no one was like around that didn't understand the dynamics of what's at play, because it's a female. She says, I'm surprised you've got your pants on. Say what? Say what? Yeah, you tried. You tried, Quentin. And Zumba Bernice. You get an E for effort. Now, let's look out for each other. Sun Seekers, let's band together. Let's look out for each other. Other frauds, other conspiracies, other foolers. It is April Fool's Day today. So let's be on the lookout. We're going to play a little game called Real or Fake Products this morning. So I'm going to need your help with that. I'm going to flash a product on the screen, and we're going to say, is it real or is it fake? We'll see if we can fool you that way. Harmless fun. But some of these products, you're going to say, this is insane. It's got to be fake. And then it's real. You can get it by going online and buying it. It'll be fun. We'll do that. Tosh and Ange, good morning. Happy April Fool's Day. Let's get over to the good thing and talk about yesterday's good thing. Dave Coulier, we told you from Fuller House, Dave Coulier, the uncle on Full House, announced yesterday, after 5 months of his diagnosis of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, he is cancer-free. Cancer-free. Isn't that fantastic? After 5 months, several rounds of chemo, that's it. He is cancer-free. That is a great way to start the day. That is a good thing if I ever heard it. So yesterday's good thing, it doesn't have to be quite that dramatic. It just has to be something good to start the day, something positive to start the day. Yesterday's good thing. I'm so happy for Dave. Remember him and his co-host? He was going bald from the radiation, and his co-host put on a bald wig, too. In solidarity. I just said, come on, shave your head. Come on. Pebble says, went to the college and then hit the Y. They did some swimming and then did some friend visiting and lots of visiting. They had company for supper. Oh, my gosh. It was a fun-filled evening. That's fantastic. Thank you for sharing that, Pebbles. And what else is good news from yesterday? Yesterday's good news. Apparently quite brisk attendance at the Royal Winter Fair, which is always good news for our community because we have a lot of we have a lot of folks from out of town that are coming. Let's bring some tourist dollars. That's always good. Still goes, I wonder how Alanis Morissette feels about the news. I think they've reconciled and they're friends, actually. They're both Canadian, so Dave is a dual. And Alanis is from Ottawa. And so they bump into each other now and again. But yeah, he is the subject of the song You Ought to Know. Does she go down on you in a theater? Yeah, that's about Dave. Does she make a really excellent lover? I mean, really, Zill, she has him to thank. Had he not been so terrible to her in her mind, she would have not had that song. And I played that song when it was brand new. I remember hearing that song for the first time. I was doing mornings in northern Saskatchewan on a rock station, and they're like, okay, here's Alanis Morissette and a song called You Ought to Know. I want you to know. And I'm like, who is this? This is awful. It's one of those songs that had to grow on you. Man, she's pissed off, and then she swears in the middle of it, and it's like, does she go down on you in a theater? Ooh, that's not a very friendly song now, is it? She doesn't sound very happy. She sounds like a jilted lover. She is one mad little pumpkin. Come here, cutie pie pumpkin. Come on now. Give me a hug. We'll make it a bit. Oh, Alanis Morissette. And she is doing well. Is that train still blocking the tracks over? Is that what you're trying to share with me, Tosh? It won't come through. There was a train derailment in town last night. Non-hazardous material on the train. There was a little bit of I can't remember what kind of stuff it was. It was benign anyway. And it left the tracks about 5 o'clock yesterday. That's not a good thing. The good thing is that there was no hazardous material on the train. I guess that would be our good thing, because it could have been worse. And apparently it was just a minor derailment, if there is such a thing, but it causes traffic tie-ups over by the Co-op gas bar over on 6th Street. So something to keep in mind on your commute to work through the big city. Oh, wow, Dang Dog. Okay, so obviously Dang Dog, his ship came in. He hit, his numbers came up on the lottery, so they decided on a last-minute trip to Mexico. They leave tomorrow. Holy cow. All right, so try and top that, Sunseekers. Yeah, so what did you win? Was it slots? Was it, oh no, I'm not supposed to talk about gambling. Okay, so well, how did you come into the cash, Dang Dog? Oh, lucky bugger. Hardly jealous. Okay, we'll stalk you. Good job. Zumba Bernice says GT had a Zumba spring break party at the Y with about 40 folks, and afterwards had hot fudge sundaes and poutine and cookies. Well, see, that's how you have it. That's what's going to get me out to the Zumba party, is the poutine. I'm kidding. There's no food. It's only vigorous exercise. No, but some people like it. No, don't slam it. Some people like it. They like the exercise, especially if it means walking around the Keystone Center. Riley and the family at the Winter Fair. If you have not gone, here are some shots of the Winter Fair. Kids enjoying the fair. You even get a crown. Look at that. Happy faces all around. Oh, and he turns into a tiger. They got face painting over there. That's very nice. Oh, and there's a unicorn as well. Oh, my gosh. They're handing out stickers. There's face painting. I want one of the Sunseekers to go and get that done. Maybe I'll go get that done today. I think I'd look good as a tiger. I would. And then you can take some pictures by the old chuck wagon wheel. Oh, that's fantastic. Cousins, friends, new friends enjoying themselves. And then, of course, there's feeding the animals. From far and wide they come to pet the goats and the horses and the cows. And it's a big petting zoo. Thank you so much for sharing those, Riley. They're adorable. Looks like you guys had some fun times at the Winter Fair. Oh, Derek says, you remember Alanis on You Can't Do That on Television when they dropped green slime all over her? I do not remember that. Any more good things? Yesterday's good thing? Oh, thank you, Jody. Yeah, there was potash on the train. Potash. So, is it cleaned up? Do we even know? It was last night. It was still on the track. They had they had a tough time getting those rail cars back on the track. So, it's probably just best to just give it another day and stay away from that area if you can. But where you should go is up 18th Street. If you're at the Royal Manitoba Winter Fair, come up 18th Street, come north to Ep Law Office, and come and have some coffee with the crew at Ep Law Office. They do real estate, corporate law. They also handle wills and estates, and they have great coffee. They're great conversation, and they're a great help if you ever need some legal advice. Legal assistance is easily available with our friends at Ep Law Office, forming lasting relationships while taking care of your legal needs at 642 18th Street, Unit A, across from the RBC. At Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express, oh, wow, do they have a special going on right now? You will get your multi-point inspection done, $55, or get that with your regular service, and you'll get a free $20 Shell gas fuel card when booking your multi-point inspection on its own or with any service. Now, see the dealership for details. The offer does end at the end of the month, so the free gas cards are available now. You got to get it checked over anyway. And, I mean, at $55, $20 gift card, I mean, that makes it, that's a steal of a deal. But only on for the month of April at Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express, 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. And if you're looking for a quick getaway, that's not all that far away. Skydancer Casino Turtle Island Adventure Water Park, 175 feet of water slides, a lazy river, hot tubs, and a children's play area, cabana area, food and beverage service, and more. It's always a lot of fun at the Turtle Island Adventure Park. It is one of the largest indoor water parks in the entire area, and you can check it out at the Skydancer Casino and Resort in Belcourt, North Dakota, just 90 miles south of Brandon. It's a quick trip. Pack your passports, pack your swim trunks, and we'll see you at Skydancer, where the sky's the limit. Cindy says that her GT, she finished the income tax. Gotta take it in today. Yeah, oh man. Isn't that a great feeling? Isn't that a great feeling, getting the income tax all done, all put to bed, and then now you just wait the results. That's what I'm at. I'm waiting the results. How bad is it going to be? Is it going to be a smack to the face? Is it going to be a punch in the nose? Is it going to be the proverbial kick to the balls? We do not know, because I've not gotten the final result back. But more often than not, I have got my hockey cup ready. And I am trying to stay as covered as I can. So when that kick to the groin does come, it doesn't hurt as much as it might. I hate income tax. I guess, it'd be funny is if somebody said, I love doing income tax. Income tax is so much fun. I've got receipts all over. It's just fantastic. It's such a good time. You're nuts. You've lost your mind. You're not normal. Accountants like it. They can make money, I guess. And they like to be busy. Dang Dong says he's taking his Mexico trip on credit card points. Oh, sure. A likely excuse. Cousin Dang Dog. He won the lottery. You're my cousin. Remember, we're related. Share the wealth. Okay. Yesterday's good thing. Any more good things from yesterday? That's it. Oh, we're lean. It's only Tuesday. Oh, my gosh. This is a good thing. Sunseeker Cheryl is on a spring break vacation. And can you tell where Cheryl was just by this picture? Let's play a little game. See if you can tell where Cheryl is. Cheryl is wearing a name tag. She's on vacation, and not many vacations have a name tag, but that's a very special name tag for Cheryl. And she's in a warm place. She's in a warm tropical place. Who has a name tag like that? Now, if you were at home sick in the 70s or the 80s with your grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup, your mom or dad likely put this on the television, and you'd be watching it while you were eating your grilled cheese sandwich. And, Hi, Mavis. Good to see you. Zill says, did she get to play? Win anything? I don't know what you're talking about. I have Zumba Bernice. Price is Right. That would be correct. That would be correct. The Price is Right. She's in Southern California. And look at this. Now, you're not allowed to talk about it, right? You're not allowed to talk about your appearance on The Price is Right. Oh, there's the waiting area, waiting to get into the studio. Cheryl from Manitoba, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Oh, the air date is today, so watch The Price is Right. Oh, maybe she shared this to let us know. I'm glad you shared that, Cheryl. So, yeah, that is awesome. Now she'll be able to talk about it. Yeah, they make you sign a little agreement if you win something that till it airs, right? You're not supposed to say anything. And then once it airs, you can say, I won. I won a surfboard. I knew a guy that won a surfboard and a trip, and he cashed them both in, and he had to pay a whole bunch of taxes on it. And it ended up, it was really not worth it. Mavis says, GT went to the fair yesterday. Oh, that's fantastic. And had a fantastic day. That is awesome. Very good. Now we are full. Yesterday's good thing. Thank you so much. Let's get to the beach and then on with the show. Happy April Fool's Day today, guys. Let's get to it. It's we're going to go to Mexico today for our beach break, I believe. We are going to Cancun this morning. Let's see if they've got some sunshine in Cancun.
Coffee sips, talking flips. Fun begins, just feels right. Thank you, sun seekers. Daybreak believers. Go for and fun. Let's run every morning on the show. Pantry treats, something sweet. Laughs and tales can't be beat. Beach vibes, endless tides. Ride the waves, feel the heat. Thank you, sun seekers. Daybreak believers. Whoa, food and fun. Let's run every morning on the show. Pantry treats, something sweet. Laughs and tales can't be beat. Beach vibes, endless tides. Ride the waves, feel the heat. Thank you, sun seekers. Daybreak believers. Whoa, food and fun. Let's run every morning on the show. Pantry treats, something sweet. Laughs and tales can't be beat. Beach vibes, endless tide. Ride the waves, feel the heat. Wake up, dance around, Tyler Show, best in town. Sunrise, clear skies, come on now, get down. Get down. Thank you, sun seekers. Daybreak believers. Whoa, food and fun. Let's run every morning on the show.
Oh, yeah. This is the Iberostar, Cancun, Mexico. Good morning. What a beautiful shot of the ocean there as the sun comes up on a tasty Tuesday. Good morning, Mexico. If you've got some friends vacationing this spring break in Mexico, man, some fantastic weather, even on the East Coast, which can sometimes get some turbulent conditions. As for our conditions here, taking a look outside this morning, we have got good road conditions, but could be in for a little bit of snow today by the looks of that radar. The weather forecast is, again, not all that warm. It is the winter fair, so, it's winter conditions are not totally out of character for this area this time of year. We're at -5, and it's windy this morning. Gusts to 34, giving us a wind chill of -12. Definitely not feeling like April. We will have periods of snow today. We can see that we've got some blue on the radar there. Nothing heavy, nothing crazy. But these winds are going to be a problem today, gusting to 50 kilometers an hour through the day and even into tonight. So it's going to be breezy and snowy, and then Wednesday, winds die down. We should see a high of +1. Waiting for the weekend, our first double day for Western Manitoba, probably in the new year. Now, it's just off camera a little bit. Sunday, the forecast saying +3 after a 6 on Saturday. Monday, back to school on Monday, sunshine and 11 degrees. 11! Double digits are coming. 11 degrees. So, we got Mother Nature missed spring break by just a few days, but there is an 11 in our future. How awesome is that going to be, especially in the sun? That'll be it for the snow. We're going to lose the snow next week. So enjoy spring break, enjoy the winter fair, enjoy your indoor activities this week, because it hasn't been spectacular. So indoor activities this week, next week. Man, those kids on the playground, they're going to go crazy. It's going to be fantastic. They're going to go wild. 11 degrees. It's going to feel like summertime. It's going to be fantastic. Yeah, and Cindy says it's going to be probably flooding up there. 11 degrees after all that snow you got. It is going to be a sloppy mess. Sloppy mess. But at least we're going to be back to where we should be for this time of year. So April Fool's Day, did anyone ever get you good? We had a Sunseeker. I had somebody put a bike in a tree. Tosh says when our neighbor 2 doors down came to the door in fake blood all over her face. Can you imagine answering the door and your neighbor has got fake blood all over their face? I'm like, I don't know. There is a point. You got to be careful with the April Fool's jokes. They can be cruel. Like, the neighbor, quite frankly, is lucky that Tosh didn't grab her, bring her inside while whipping out her phone, calling 911, calling the cavalry to come and rescue the neighbor who had blood all over her face. She really got me, says Tosh. It was early morning. I was just getting up. The doorbell rings, and there's a bloody face at the door. And it was first thing in the morning. Okay, then. Janine says a few years back, there were a couple of DJs that announced that a beer truck had overturned at First and Richmond. We lived on First Street, and the traffic going to Richmond at 7 a.m. was crazy. Then about 3 minutes later, the traffic going back north, just as crazy. And Janine says her husband almost fell for it. I caught him going out the door. I was yelling, dude, it's April the 1st. You can't believe anybody. But I'm finding that you can't believe anybody on any day. I think that April Fool's Day is an awesome opportunity to say to everyone who's potentially listening, you should approach social media like every day is April Fool's Day, and you'll be in good shape. You'll read something, go, really? Really? Because I see so many people like sharing stuff that is blatantly somebody trying to scam somebody, or it's somebody just trying to screw things up or mess with people's lives. And they'll say, oh, this little child is lost in our city. Please share. And people don't even read. They don't click. They don't just share, share, share. Meantime, it's like somebody in some foreign country draining people's bank accounts. Derek just gave me a heads up. He says gas is $1.20 at Wayway this morning. So she has fallen hard. Watch for gas to be dropping big time. And you know what? You're best to get in there. I guess I should be careful if that's April Fool's or not. I think it's probably believable because the carbon tax is off. Should we believe it? Shayla says, I put Rice Krispies in my dad's chore boots as a kid. That's a good joke. That's pretty harmless. Unless dad is slept in and he's late for work and he's put the Rice Krispie shoes on and it's a little bit he might get a little bit mad, but I'm thinking most people would understand that it's April Fool's Day. So can you share, Sunseekers? Did anybody ever get you on April Fool's? I know no one wants to admit that they were gullible enough to get fooled. I usually do the one that my mom used to love April Fool's Day, and it used to suck when it fell on the weekends because she would always wake me up on a Saturday at like 6 a.m. And I mean, it's not fair. I mean, I'm like 10 years old. It's like, you're late for school. Let's go. You're late for school. And I mean, when you're in the dead of sleep and your mom busts open the door, kicks open the door like she's an ICE agent, and I'm not supposed to be in the country. Bang! Boom! Hey, you're late for school! You're late for school! Oh, God, what? Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Okay. Hurry. I'm just like, I'm in the shower. I'm like, whoa, where am I? What day is it? And then I'm at the sink and I'm brushing my teeth. And I'm just like, don't know where I am. And I'm thinking to myself, what did I do yesterday? What am I got on the go today? You know how you're trying to just like line up what you've got going on for the day? And then you're like, wait a second. I was with my buddies last night. We were hanging out because it was Friday. Isn't today Saturday? And then I'm like my toothbrush in my mouth. And I open the door. Mom, is it not Saturday today? Is it not Saturday? April Fools. No Mother's Day present for you this year. No Mother's Day present for you. It's not very good. Then I said, listen, you got to tone this down. And then on school days, she would do there's no school today. There won't be any school today. Oh, my God, there's a ton of snow. I can't even get the doors open. And of course, you jump out of bed and you'd be like, really? No school? This is awesome. Reverse. The reverse April Fool's prank. You go to the window, birds are chirping, the grass is starting to turn green. You go, what do you mean there's no April Fools? I'm going to go to a farmer's field and pick up a giant piece of manure. And I'm going to put it in a little gift box. And that is what you're going to get for Mother's Day for doing this to me. Cow patty. April Fool's Day pranks. You got them? Did anybody get you like my mama did to me? This is probably what's put me in the situation of questionable mental health. Old Chickie says, I used to switch the sugar and the salt for coffee. This coffee does not taste right at all. Cindy says, Tyler, I bet you were a handful for your mom. She was just getting even. What? I was a blessed angel. I was a handful, let me tell you. I don't know about, listen, I was not only an angel. I remember the day I was born. There were some very special people there. There were apparently three guys that were very wise that appeared there. I was, we didn't have a lot of money when I was born, so they put me in a little bed of hay, and these three wise guys came across from some place, and there was a big deal about it, and they had come and they brought these three gifts, and it was a big deal. I And ever since, I've had a bit of a halo on my head. I'm an angel. You know that. Come on now. You're not new to the show. I'm an angel. I that's why I don't turn around on the show to show my wings. It would just be inappropriate. I can't show my wings. I'm an angel. Angel. Zill says April Fools is nothing. I'm way more upset about being duped in my previous marriages. Well, but if those marriages encompassed April 1st, maybe we can just say April Fools. April Fools. Only, isn't there a song? Only fools fall in love. Only fools fall in love. Only fools fall in love. Maybe we'll blame it on April Fools. We'll blame it. Yellow Jacket says, I remember someone calling a funeral home and asking if Myra Maines was there. Is Myra there? Who? Myra Maines. Her last name is Maines. Myra Maines. Oh, I get it now. Like as in the remains. Uh-oh, Greg is that real? Okay, Greg, just give me a thumbs up if it's real. And this is not the time to be introducing new products. Or is it fake? I don't know. You'll have to judge for yourself. The Canadiana donut. Oh, my God. Actually. Oh, wow. Okay, so I just got this is breaking news from Tim Hortons. Okay. This is the Atlantic Lobster Eclair. That might be tasty. I like lobster. I kind of hope this isn't a joke. I don't know. A poutine donut. Okay, that's a joke. That's not going to happen. That would be kind of gross. But I like that lobster. A ketchup chip cruller. Oh, that. I don't know. I'd try it first. I would try it. But this Atlantic Lobster Eclair, I want that. I want that one. So if this is a gag, I can't tell. Okay, that's a gag. That's got to be a gag. This has got to be a gag. I'm going to be sad if there's no lobster eclair. That's from Greg sent that from Tim Hortons. Oh, okay, they're fake. So the lobster is fake too? I want the lobster. Oh, it says on the, okay. While these iconic flavors won't actually be on the menu, they're 100% Canadian in spirit. Well done. But I want that lobster sandwich. That looked good. You shouldn't have put it on there. You're going to create this demand. But you know what? It's a good testing point. It's like a little incubator of jokes. You know, you joke. We might just bring this in. Molly sees my halo. See, thank you, Molly. Quentin says the joke of blue Jell-O in barbicide jars was very common. When you go to get to a hairdresser and they put their combs and stuff in that, it's a blue liquid, looks like windshield washer fluid. That's cool. Then you go to throw it in there, boing, bounces off the Jell-O. Cindy agrees with me. The lobster one looks yummy. Too yummy on the lobster. You got it. There's going to be a stampede of customers that are going to be, what? April Fools? That's not very kind. We want lobster. We want lobster. Tonight on the 6 o'clock news, riot breaks out Tim Hortons parking lot as people want the lobster. Oh, Molly. Angels. We're both angels. We're both angels. Yes. Angels indeed. Angels causing trouble. Leon's Furniture Superstore, 3635 Victoria Avenue. I think we're into the final couple of hours of the comfort sale. Yes, it ends tomorrow. If you can sleep on it, if you can sit on it, if you like watching TV or sitting on your phone, if you like a good night's sleep, you've got to visit Leon's. They have got 50% off select sofas, up to 50% off select clearance mattresses, up to 50% off select beds, but you only got 48 hours to go. You got today and tomorrow to check out the comfort sale, and it is so popular. because they're like the mainstay of your home. You got to have a couch. You got to have a bed. So now is the time to check that out. Today or tomorrow, the comfort sale ends tomorrow at Leon's Furniture Superstore, 3635 Victoria Avenue in Brandon. Check out the inventory at leons.ca. At the Elkhorn Resort Clarkson Nordic Spa, entertainment at Buffalo Bar returns this weekend with the Ingrid Aubrey duo. That'll be Friday and Saturday night. And Wellness Week with Solange. They've got some Zumba at the spa. That's coming up tomorrow. And again, for details, check out elkhornresort.mb.ca. At the website, you can also check out some staycation packages. Great packages for you and the family to go for a soak and a stay at beautiful Riding Mountain National Park. Absolutely awesome in the springtime. I mean, it's awesome 12 months a year. But springtime's fantastic, and the spa is absolutely gorgeous. Check it out, elkhornresort.mb.ca. And visit beautiful Riding Mountain National Park and Elkhorn Resort. And Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express this spring break while at the Keystone Center. Why don't you sneak on over to Murray's and ask about the selection of electric vehicles? If you've got some time, or maybe you've dropped off some family members that you don't really care to spend some time with. You'd rather okay, you guys enjoy the fair. I am going to go and take an EV for a test drive. Why not? Take one for a spin. Bring your questions to the staff at Murray's. They would love to see you. Take a Blazer for a ride, a Silverado, even the Hummer or an Equinox. And bring all your questions because they put you in charge. They'll answer all questions regarding incentives, financing, and more. At Westman's #1 EV dealership, Murray GM in Brandon at 1500 Richmond Avenue. All right. Good morning, MJ. Good morning. Good morning. Happy April Fool's Day. Happy April the 1st. Don't get fooled. Don't get fooled. But we're already hearing that gas prices are falling down. Consumer carbon tax is finally gone. I can't believe it. We have done it. We have finally. Now, this is the consumer part of the carbon tax. The consumer part. So the savings at the gas pump are going to be the first thing that we are going to see. And we're seeing it this morning. I was kind of surprised that it was this fast. So what about the rest of it? What about the rest of it? Well, they're only doing the consumer side, so we are going to start to see our gas bills, like your heating bill, come down, although that stands to reason because it's springtime. That was going to happen anyway. But they are keeping it on the corporate side. And, I think that the relief everybody's looking for, I don't know about you, but everybody is talking about the price of food. Everybody is talking about runaway food inflation. And unfortunately, this is going to have minimal impact on that. It will have some. We will see some grocery items come down in price. But for the most part, it will be limited to the gas pump and your heating bill. So that's a little bit of good news. At least it's something, so you could take that extra. The average consumer is going to save between $8 and $12 on a tank of gas, at least in the short term. And then the price is going to go up again, and then we're going to be back to it. Quentin says the carbon tax is just paused. It is still law. Well, it says here that the carbon tax, consumer carbon tax, is in fact over starting today. Well, and because both parties have made that their official election platform, I don't think it's coming back. Now, I guess theoretically, I see your point. Any politician can say, hey, head fake, we're bringing it back. It could happen. I guess anything is possible. But I think that the reason that they have taken it away while still in power is they realize how deeply unpopular this was. Because people are hurting. There is not a lot of extra cash to go around these days in this country. So anyway, we'll see how everybody votes. I have complete confidence in my fellow Canadians. I really don't. But we'll see what happens. Eggs are crazy here. $7.39 for 12 eggs. $18 is $10. Well, and apparently it's weird because the U.S. has reached out to Europe for help on eggs, which I don't know what's going on. I don't pretend to know what's going on behind the scenes, but that to me seems idiotic because we've got lots of eggs. In Canada, we're paying on average, $4 to $5 a dozen. Still a lot of money compared to what we used to pay. But, if you're paying $7.39 US for 12 eggs, that's double what we're paying. We're paying $5, you're paying $10 Canadian. That is not good. I just wish we could all get along. I think I'm getting really tired of the not getting along business and the toxicity. We need to all just get along. We need the Coke commercial back. I want to buy the world a Coke. Let's just do that. Okay, so because we've got our little winter fair on right now, we've got a lot of tourists in the area, and I'm really curious to know, what's a tourist mistake you can help others avoid? Have you been in our area and seen some folks visit for the first time and they've made some kind of error? Tosh says it's always good to call a business if the business has websites. Because, for example, pools in the city might be closed at certain times and they don't always update the website. So it's always good to call. Call ahead, whether it be a pool, a business, a reservation. Always call as opposed to doing it online. That is good advice. And most people are kind of leery to pick up the phone, so good idea. Elena says, do not pet the buffalo in the park. And do not feed the bears if you are in our area for the first time. Do not feed the bears. And do not eat the roadkill. It looks delicious, I know, and I know times are tough, but it's any advice for tourists who may be making a terrible mistake. It is important to stay away from wildlife 40 feet from bears, elk, bison, and moose. They are dangerous animals. They aren't there for you. They are in their home. If they charge you, you won't be able to outrun them. If a bear seriously hurts a human, the bear will be killed. Stay in your car, if possible, and watch respectfully. Some folks stateside have shared some of their tourist do not do's. If you come to Nashville, says one person, wear your cowboy hat and boots because you want to, not because you want to fit in. I've lived in Nashville 5 years and have yet to see a local wearing cowboy boots or a cowboy hat unless they were going to a bar with that vibe. That look is the industry, not necessarily the lifestyle. And Zill, I think, is from down around that. He can attest to that. Molly says, don't do what I do and go to Canada to get the McDonald's poutine. That's right. Save it for a ma and pa shop. Ask a local, where do I get poutine? They'll know. Zill says, you'd never catch me wearing cowboy boots. See? I knew. In London, don't mess with the King's Guards, especially the ones with horses. It's a myth they're not allowed to move. They will move, and they're not very happy. In Turks and Caicos, respect the coral reefs. Their section of coral roped off with signs everywhere telling people not to snorkel there. I cannot tell you how many times I see hotel employees having to get a bullhorn to tell snorkelers, get away from the coral. It can actually even injure you. And have you ever been scraped by coral reef? I have. When I was snorkeling. It is not good. And it can cause an infection. It's terrible. I'm from the Bahamas, says Tim. To all the tourists coming on the cruises, you may be tempted to go to the first beach you see that's right downtown. That's where most go, and it's hands down the worst beach on the island. The telltale sign that you won't see any locals going there. The others are all prettier, but they won't have things like a bar and lounge chairs. They're all pretty natural. I'm from Denver. If you're not used to high altitudes, let me tell you, altitude sickness is no joke, and it sneaks up on you. Walk and climb more slowly than usual. Take frequent breaks if you're not tired, and sip water frequently. If you ever go to San Francisco, take good shoes. I wish I had done that. If you're staying in San Francisco, you say, oh, it's a pretty city, lots of hills. Those hills are not hills. They're like little mountains. I don't know what they built that city on a whole bunch of mountains. There's so much climbing. And then you're walking down a street and you can literally roll down the street. It's a city built for rollerblades and skateboards, maybe. Mistakes tourists make. If you're in Hawaii, don't touch the Hawaiian sea turtles. They can carry bacteria. You could get very, very sick. Plus, they're a protected animal. Other mistakes people make. Also in San Francisco, we have fog in the summer. Please bring a sweater or you'll end up having to buy an overpriced tourist fleece. I live in Maine, says Nancy, and one of the big pet peeves is when tourists drive under the speed limit so that they can look at the scenery. People who live here still have to go to work. Hurry up, get out of the way. Please drive the speed limit. I'm bad for that. Look around, kids. Look around. I live in Paris, and the placing locks on our bridges has to stop. The weight of all these locks is endangering our bridges. And they have to be removed. They have to be removed on a regular basis. You know what she's talking about? The locks on the bridges. We're in Paris. Let's put our names on a lock. Well, they take them all down. They just use wire cutters and then put up another screen. It's not there for we left our lock. Now I have nothing to lock my bike up. How come my bike got stolen? Well, we took our lock to Paris and we put it on the bridge. Do you not remember? We never bought a replacement lock. Anyway, if you are a tourist visiting our area, you're planning to come to our area, enjoy the Royal Manitoba Winter Fair. Have fun. Have a good time. There shouldn't be any bears in town. You might come across a giant turkey. Don't pet the turkeys. Don't trap the turkeys. They are wild. I don't know about eating them, but I wouldn't recommend it. Have a great time at this year's fair. Hour 2, I'm sorry, we have to, that is only for VIPs. If you are a VIP, you're allowed to join us. If you are not a VIP, I'm sorry, we have to remove you. Security will show you to the door. Security, can you move these people online, please? Yes, let's boot them out. Thank you so much, X. We're moving. Okay, if you'd like to be a VIP, we're going to Twitch. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. We'd like you to sign up, get a user handle, join the chat like others have, or watch through the website at tylerglenshow.com. Yeah, you can be a lurker there. But again, this is only for folks who can handle it. It's pretty intense. Pretty intense hour, too, so it's not for everybody. We certainly understand. We certainly understand if you can't take it. YouTube, thank you. It's pretty intense. Pretty